Hey guys, welcome to episode 10, and we've had a super up and down round today. We played the back nine at Boomerang Golf Course and started off on hole 10 with a pretty good tee shot, par 3, about 140 metres. Landed up just next to the green, and then I've hit the ground and, I don't know, scooped that chip shot up. My putts weren't falling as well today, but you'll see we still had a couple of good ones that went in. Tapped that one in for a bogey. Things didn't go very well on this hole. We've sliced the hybrid straight into those trees, and then we've punched out and had a pretty good chance to get it up there, but then we've kind of topped the 6-iron, and it's just, I'm in the forest, as you can see from that shot. So we're already trying to get onto the green, and we're chipping for a double. So ended up finally getting the ball up there. This putt just went a little bit right and tapped that one in for 4 over. Now, this drive was probably one of the best ones of the day. It's gone right over all those trees on the left and landed about 30 metres short of the green. And then we've chipped our pitching wedge up, and it's our first birdie putt of the day. Would have been really nice if I didn't hammer it, because it just bounced straight over the hole, and thankfully it hit the hole, because that would have gone way over the back of the green and ended up with a bogey there, which was a bit frustrating. If I had paced that putt well, it probably would have ended up a lot better. Now, this 3-wood shot has gone straight through the trees, and I was aiming for that gap to get back to the green, which I missed. Ground was super wet, so a lot of these chip shots, I just went straight under it as well and didn't really get far. Having a look where my ball is. Ended up putting there for a bogey and just missed it right. Tapped that one in for a double. And this was the best hole of the day. Hit the 7-iron really well. It's a downhill par 3, and it's just landed right in the middle of the green, in line with the flag. And here's one of the good putts of the day. Super happy with that. That's our first birdie on the channel, which is awesome. And then we followed it up with another terrible hole. So it's a really long par 5, about 500 metres. Hit a good drive there, and then I've chunked my 3-wood shot, and it's just gone over into the left rough, and I can't actually hit a draw to save my life, so then I've hit it straight across into the other trees, and you could call it luck, but I think I just made the wrong decision there. I needed to be more of a punch-out shot. So that's bounced off the tree. And then, again, we've gotten straight under the wedge. You can see the grass is super wet there. So we're already chipping for a bogey here, and we're not even on the green. And then we've done the same thing with that chip. And then we've sent it straight over the back of the green. So this one definitely fell apart. Don't know what I was seeing with that putt there. Ended up super short. It was downhill. I thought it was going to be a little bit faster, but ended up tapping this one in for a 10, 5 over on that hole, which is pretty rough. Now, this drive, I've sliced 2 fairways over. I was literally back on hole 2. And thankfully after that, I hit the best 6-iron of my life and got all the way back over the other fairways and left myself about 25 metres short of the green. Had a pretty good chip shot. And then this putt, I did the opposite of hole 11. I've just left it short right before the hole. So that would have been a really nice part to get, considering I was 2 fairways over, but still not bad to tap in for a bogey. This drive went straight down the fairway. This was a really short par 4. Probably didn't need driver, but ended up in a good spot, which I then proceeded to ruin by slicing my 60-degree straight over to the right side of the rough. And then, again, that wet ground just messed up my chip shot there. Then we've chipped it left, and again, the putts just weren't falling today like they were last time we played, but that's all right. Tap that one in for a double. And then finishing off hole 18, it's a long par 3. It's about 200 meters. So I hit my driver. Probably, again, didn't need to, but ended up in just on the front of the green. And we had a really long putt for birdie, which was tracking really well, and it was so close. But we tapped that one in for a par and ended up this round on 15 over. So still getting a little bit more consistent, having those blow up holes, but hopefully we start seeing some lower scores soon. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.